Good morning, dear ma'am. Welcome to our project Art of 3D Design. My name is Samrit and these are my teammates Siddharth, Dipanshu and Sakhar. Today we are here to tell you about 3D printing. 3D printing is a process from which 3D printer prints 3D objects. It is dependent on a software called Tinkercad. On Tinkercad we make 3-dimensional figures of the object which we have to print. So let's get started. My friend Sakhar will tell you the components.
Now comes the component. The first component that we have used is PLA filament or lactic acid, commonly known as PLA. Filament used for printing the project by 3D. Now comes the 3D printer. It is much important as it prints the object. A SD card is inserted in the 3D printer and design files are used to store in it. Now comes the design file. It is used to print a prototype of a model using standard 3D printer. Model files are used to store in these. These were the components. Now my friend will tell the process.
Now the process of designing begins. 3D printing, also known as additive manufacturing, is a process where we can make 3D dimensional objects using a computer-created design. 3D printing is an additive process whereby we lay down layers of different material to build 3D parts. The process works by laying down layers in form of liquid plastic, metal or cement and then fusing the layers together. When we make the object in open platforms like Tinkercad, it is used to save in the design files. The design files are used to save in the SD card in the 3D printer. When we insert the SD card of the 3D printer into the 3D printer and give some commands to the 3D printer, the 3D printer starts printing. As you can see, a picture of a 3D printer and its nozzle printing a 3D object. Now my friend Dipanshu will tell you something about our applications. Now comes the applications. There are many open-free platforms from which we can do 3D design like Tinkercad, Blender and many more. We can also check the time limit of our 3D object from the platform named as Kiora. Nowadays 3D printing is changing our world like Tavasta. Tavasta is an Indian company that makes first 3D printed house in India that is situated in Chennai. It just made in 21 days and it is made up of eco-friendly material like mud and cement, and it makes construction much easier. And you can see we are making 3D, as you can see we are making 3D objects from Tinkercad. Thank you. We hope you like the project.